drifting one by one. You wrote your number on my hand in fading purple ink. Back before the world got hard and love could make us weak. Now the gym's abandoned silence covered up the walls. No more echoes of those restless kids running through the halls. But every time October rain taps softly on my car, I still see your silhouette exactly where you are. Maybe some nights never leave us. Maybe some songs never die. Maybe every lost young memory still survives somewhere inside. Oh, we were dancing slow beneath the exit sign, while forever filled the air. Tiny hearts, too young to realize nothing beautiful stays there. And if time erases every trace of who we used to be, I'll still meet you in that slow dance somewhere deep inside of me. The final song kept playing long after we were gone. The arcade down on Riverside still glowed in shades of blue. Pac-Man sounds and pinball echoes bouncing through the room. Your laughter cut through cigarette smoke, drifting near the door, while Journey played from tiny speakers cracked from years before. We spent our last few dollars trying to beat the high score screen, like teenage kings and queens, pretending life was still a dream. And every flashing neon light reflected in your eyes, like little pieces of forever trapped inside the night. We were reckless, hearts on fire, too alive to feel afraid. Every midnight felt immortal, every moment begged to stay. Oh, arcade lights in the rain still flicker through my soul like faded little memories, too beautiful to let go. Now the city feels much colder, and those summers washed away, but I still see shadow dancing through the arcade lights and rain. The skating rink beside the theater finally closed last year. Broken windows, faded posters, tiny echoes of our younger hearts, still burning soft and bright.
You're listening to Heartline FM, keeping lonely hearts company all night long.
Streetlights shimmer softly on the rain outside the car. Old cigarette smoke floating underneath the dashboard stars. The radio kept playing Journey somewhere after 2, while thunder rolled like distant drums across the avenue. You rested tired eyes against the passenger side glass, watching motel signs and midnight towns disappear too fast. And somewhere through the static hiss between the songs and rain, I felt our fading little world still breathing through your name. We were restless young believers, burning bright against the dark. Every station felt eternal, every song became our heart. Oh, echoes from exit 22 still haunt me late at night, like faded radio transmissions floating through fluorescent light. Now the highways feel much colder, and the neon glows less bright, but I still hear your laughter in the static every night. The old arcade beside the diner finally shut down last spring, but in my mind those broken machines still glow electric green. You're dancing near the pinball lights with glitter on your shoes, like every tiny second knew how temporary youth could be.
those fading lights. Crackle. Stay warm out there tonight. Dreamers. Crackle. For the lonely drivers still awake tonight. This one's for the hearts that never moved on.
Tail lights bleeding red across the rain-soaked avenue. Cheap motel signs and thunder clouds hanging over you. The station played a faded song from summer '84, while cigarette smoke drifted slowly across the passenger door. Trace little hearts and fog upon the freezing window glass, talking about escaping this town before our youth could pass. And somewhere in the humming dark beneath fluorescent skies, we thought love could outrun anything, even time. Midnight dreamers, burning fast through neon nights. Every song became forever, every kiss felt so alive. Oh, neon rain on Interstate 5 still pours inside my mind like broken radio memories, frozen somewhere out in time. Through the static and the rain, the drive-in theater's empty now, weeds growing through the cracks. But in my head the movie still keeps flickering right back. You're dancing near the speaker poles in your leather jacket shine, like every little second knew survive time. I found your old cassette tape underneath the driver's seat. The label nearly faded white from years of summer heat. And when side A began to play, through all the hiss and noise, I swear the past came roaring back inside that voice. Maybe radio ghosts survive, floating somewhere through the night. Tiny echoes of the lovers who burn too bright to disappear. Neon rain on Interstate 5 still echoes through my soul like headlights disappearing slowly down forgotten roads. Oh, and if every station fades away, if silence steals the night, I'll still meet you in the static beneath those neon lights.
Good night, lost romantics.
grocery store was closing under flickering fluorescent light. Shopping carts and empty parking spaces soaked in midnight rain outside. You wore my varsity jacket with the sleeves pulled past your hands, while some old synth-pop love song echoed softly through the vents. We bought cheap soda from the vending machine near aisle 3, laughing like the world beyond that town could never touch our dreams. And every second underneath those pale suburban lights felt too warm and fragile for a world that moves with time. We were kids with restless hearts, burning bright against the dark. Every little touch felt sacred, every night became a spark. Oh, slow dancing by the vending machines still lives inside my soul, like faded little memories, too beautiful to let go. Now the parking lots feel colder and the summers disappear, but I still see your shadow moving whenever midnight's here. The record shop beside the store became a laundromat years ago. But sometimes when the thunder rolls, I swear I still feel close to every cigarette lit evening spent pretending we'd stay young, while headlights painted silver lines across your bubblegum lips. I found your handwritten mixtape hidden in my bedroom drawer. The cassette cracked and fading from the nights we played it more. And every hiss between the songs still sounds enough like you to make the past come flooding back the whole night through. Maybe every memory survives, hidden somewhere in the rain. Tiny echoes of our younger hearts still dancing through the pain. Oh, slow dancing by the vending machines still glows beneath my skin, like snapshots from another life we almost stayed forever in. And if every street light fades away and every summer dies, I'll still meet you in the silence beneath those midnight lights. The store lights all went dark, but your memory stayed on. Chain link shadows on the pavement underneath the floodlight glow. Summer wind and distant sirens drifting softly through the road. Your white sneakers drawing circles on the cracked out painted lines, while somebody played old records from an apartment nearby. talking about escaping town, dreaming bigger than the small streets stretching all around. And every laugh you gave me, I felt electric in the dark, like sparks flying from the cigarettes we hid behind the park. We were young enough to believe nothing good could ever end. Every heartbeat felt immortal, every night felt heaven sent. Oh, moonlight on the basketball court still shines inside my veins, like echoes from another lifetime, floating softly through the rain. Now the city sleeps much colder, and those summers disappear, but I still see your shadow dancing every time the night is clear. The corner store and arcade sign both faded years ago, but memories survive in places nobody else would know. Like your jean jacket in my backseat, smelling faintly like July, or handwritten cassette labels slowly yellowing with time. Sometimes when the thunder rolls across the empty streets, I hear those old synth melodies buried underneath, and suddenly the whole world bends somewhere between then and now, like part of us never really left that town. Somehow, maybe you survives forever, hidden somewhere in the night. Tiny ghosts beneath the streetlights, still burning soft and bright. Oh, light on the basketball court still calls me back again to those reckless, endless evenings before the world closed in. And if time erases every trace of who we used to be, I'll still meet you in the silence where those summer nights still breathe. The floodlights finally faded, but the feeling never left. The stadium lights are fading as the crowd all disappeared. Cold October wind and distant sirens drifting through the air. Your cheer jacket wrapped around you while we walked across the lot, talking about forever, like forever's all we got. My old Camaro barely started in the freezing autumn rain, but you laughed and said the silence somehow made the night feel strange. And every tiny breath between the songs played way too low, felt like something beautiful we'd someday those parking lot lights on. Sometime back in '99, but in my mind the jukebox still glows red and white at night. You're dancing near the counter while the whole world blurred away, like those tiny reckless moments somehow begged for us to stay. I found your senior photograph inside an old shoebox, edges curled and colors fading from the years and dust. And suddenly the whole room filled with echoes from back then, like youth itself came rushing through the cracks in time again. Maybe every autumn leaves pieces of us in the air, tiny ghosts beneath the streetlights, still waiting somewhere there. Empty streets after the football game still burn beneath my skin, like snapshots from a world we almost stayed forever in. And if every light goes dark someday, and every memory fades, I'll still hear your laughter softly through those cold October rains. The stadium went silent, but our ghosts stayed behind. There's a cigarette burn on the seat beside me still, like the ghost of every summer that the years could never kill. Your favorite songs playing through the static every night, while the city lights keep fading in the rear view out of sight. We used to drive for hours with no destination signs, just runaway kids chasing sunsets on borrowed time. And every gas station radio felt holy in the dark, like the whole world disappeared whenever you would start. Laughing underneath the highway glow, thinking we would never grow old. Every little second felt forever, back when our hearts were untouchable. Oh, Polaroids in the glove box still shake me to my bones. Tiny frozen pieces of a life we almost owned. Now the streets feel hearts soaked in summer rain. You danced beside the headlights like the world was ours to steal. God, nobody wants your memories can hurt this real. I found your name inside my jacket, written near the seam, like a secret little time capsule from another century. And sometimes late at night I swear the silence almost speaks, like your shadow still survives somewhere inside of me. Maybe love never really leaves. Maybe it just changes shape, living quietly in old songs and photographs we couldn't save. Oh, the Polaroids in the glove box still glow beneath the dust, like proof we were once infinite before time caught up to us. And if these highways never end, I'll still chase those taillight flames, trying to find a version of us that the years could never take. Some memories fade slowly. Yours never did. Friday night beneath the mirror ball and flickering arcade light. You rode beside me laughing while the speakers screamed all night. Your denim sleeves were covered in old band pens and cigarette smoke, and every little glance from you felt dangerous and gold. The parking lot was glowing from the rain that fell at 10. We sat across the hood of my old car, talking till AM. The radio kept playing songs we swore would never die, back when forever sounded simple underneath those summer skies. We were reckless, we were fire, young enough to outrun time. Every heartbeat felt immortal, every dream felt so alive. All the neon hearts at the roller rink still spinning inside my mind, like frozen little constellations we accidentally left behind. Now the years move like a freight train, fast and cold across the night, but part of me still circles you magic only works that way. Burning brightly for a moment, then surviving as a song. All the neon hearts at the roller rink still glow beneath my skin, like a movie scene still flickering somewhere deep within. And if time erases everything, if the colors slowly fade, I'll still meet you in the echoes of those wild September days. The music faded into silence, but the feeling never did. The shopping mall's closing as the sky turned violet blue. Neon signs reflecting softly on your worn-out tennis shoes. We walk behind the movie theater where the tall grass used to grow, talking about escaping somewhere only reckless dreamers know. Your Walkman headphones hanging loosely around your neck, while some old synth-pop love song drifted through the summer wind. And every little second underneath those parking lot lights felt too beautiful and temporary to survive the night. We were runaway believers, young enough to chase the stars. Every heartbeat sounded louder, every scar felt like an idol. Fireflies behind the mall still glow inside my head, like tiny sparks from summers we were never meant to forget. Now the years roll by like thunder, and the neon fades away, but part of me still stays with you in those endless August days. The food court tables vanished and the arcade shut down cold, but memories survive in places nobody can hold, like your lipstick on a Pepsi cup inside my dresser drawer, or faded little Polaroids hidden underneath the floor. Sometimes when July storms roll softly through this town, I hear old synthesizers floating through the thunder sounds. And suddenly I'm 17 with your hand inside my own, like time forgot to take away the nights we called our home. Maybe every summer leaves tiny ghosts beneath the sky, little echoes of the dreamers who burn too bright to die. Fireflies behind the mall still shimmer in my soul, like snapshots from a lifetime that disappeared too soon. And if every street forgets us, if the years erase the signs, I'll still meet you in the empty, but the feeling never left.
Coffee stains and cracked jukeboxes underneath fluorescent light. I stopped there on a midnight drive while thunder filled the sky. And suddenly your favorite song came pouring back to life. There was laughter in the static, and your ghost inside the sound. Like every mile I travel somehow led me back around. Your old blue lighter in my coat still rattles when I move. Funny how the smallest things survive what we lose. We were young, hearts running wild, burning fast through endless nights. Never thought the world could change, never thought we'd say goodbye. Much older now, the billboards slowly fade, but I still see us laughing underneath arcade parade lights. You dancing in the parking lot with cheap sneakers soaking wet, like the universe was trying hard to help me not forget. And every passing thunderstorm still carries something true. Summer died, still driving underneath neon skies with endless stars reflected in your eyes. Oh, the radio played your name again, stopped my heart in place, like time itself had folded back to those reckless younger days. And if the stations all go silent, if every melody should fade, I'll still hear your voice forever in the songs the night still plays. Static slowly disappears, but you never really do.
You're riding with Nightline FM, where every lonely memory still gets a song.
just poured another coffee while the jukebox played too low, and air supply was echoing like ghosts from long ago. You wore that red leather jacket